All right, you guys, I'm going to show you how to make the most soft and pillowy milk bread that's very quickly going to become your favorite sandwich bread. Get yourself a kitchen scale. This was like 20 bucks off Amazon, I think. I'm going to weigh out 500 grams of bread flour, a teaspoon and a half of instant yeast. It adds up to be about 5 grams, 40 grams of sugar. Wow, the jar completely fell apart. 40 grams, 225 grams of cold water, 115 grams of whole milk. Mix this just until a dough forms. Now that I have a dough formed, I'm going to stop the mixing process and I'm actually just gonna push the dough hook down into the bowl. And I am going to cover this for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes, so now I'm gonna add the salt and the butter. This is 9 grams of sea salt, a little over a tablespoon of butter. Now I'm gonna turn this on for 6 minutes on low and about a minute on medium speed. We're gonna check it to see if it passes the window pane test. Basically, that's gonna tell you if your gluten is properly developed. You're gonna take a small portion of your dough and just press it in between your fingers and try to stretch it out. If you can see light through it without it tearing, that's how you know your dough is ready. You can see light coming through, but it's not torn at all. I'm going to take the dough out and I'm gonna put the dough back into the bowl, cover it again, and let this sit for about an hour. I actually have to go run errands, so by the time I come back, it should be ready for me to work with. The background got a little chaotic, so I had to switch to voiceover mode. So when your dough has doubled in size, that is when you're ready to start the shaping process. Here I'm just spraying the counter with a little bit of avocado oil and wiping it down to remove any excess. I'll dump the dough onto the countertop and using my scale, I'm going to weigh it. And if you're like me and need a calculator, use that to divide that number by 3 to create 3 equal portions of dough. Now I'm forming them into little balls and I'm going to let them rest underneath a damp paper towel for about 15 minutes. After that, I'll take each one and roll it out into a large oval shape. Not sure how big, but there's my hand for reference. Now I'll roll that up into a little log just like this, and I'll repeat the process with the other two. Cover it for 15 minutes again, and I swear you guys, we are in the home stretch. Spray out a loaf pan, and then you're going to roll these out, and they will be really long and thin like that. Roll them up one more time, and they'll kind of look like little cinnamon rolls. Repeat this with the other two, and place them in the loaf pan side by side. Cover and let them rise for another hour. When they fill up most of the pan, they're ready to go in. Bake for 15 minutes uncovered, then cover with foil for the last 15 minutes. She is finally out of the oven. I brushed the top with some melted butter, but let me show you this thing.